Hello and welcome back to Rookie Season. We're doing things a bit differently today. The eagle-eyed amongst you can see, look, we're in colour. We're moving.
Just about.
Yeah. I'm Andy, the rookie. I'm joined as ever by Professor Steve, the Stephen Hawking of ice hockey. Hawking on ice.
Hurt just as much the second time.
Yeah. Great goaltender in his day.
Sure.
But yeah.
Immovable.
Yeah. Oh, right. So what have we been doing this week? The Pennsylvania Derby.
The Battle for
Do we call it a
Pennsylvania.
derby? We don't really call it a derby.
I think we put that to bed last
episode.
episode.
Let's not get into that again.
I was actually quite impressed because I think I called it the Battle of Pennsylvania last week when I said we were going to be covering it, and then the announcers called it that, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I do know something.
No, what do you think?
Good game.
Well, I'll tell you what, before we get into the game, any other stuff going on that you want to bring up? It's been a busy week. Like, there's been a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, definitely. It's trying to keep up with it all.
Yeah,
it's the season's well underway now. You know, a lot of moves going on.
Yeah.
What have you noticed?
I really liked. Did you see Brad March? Is it Brad March?
Brad March.
Where he's returned to Boston.
Yeah.
That this is something they do so well in not just ice hockey, I'd say, all like North American sports. The emotional, they played this little sort of compilation video. Did you see it? Yeah,
I watched
it.
Like
he's crying his eyes out. These like scenes with his kids and that. And then the next game, he's got a $5,000 fine for taking an opponent's helmet into the penalty box and just ripping it up.
I saw that.
He's got range. The guy's got range. But yeah, they don't tend to do that so much, like in British sports. There's like this kind of cynical.
There's no tugging of the heartstrings.
Yeah,
I don't think.
yeah.
You know, they'll put like a cute like little backing track on it in the like the American like Canadian sports. Yeah, I fucking hate Marchand, but like watching that, even I felt a little bit emotional.
Yeah.
You know, seeing him tear up.
So he was at Boston for
I think
a long time.
Yeah, I think as long as I remember. Yeah, he's been playing for the Bruins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that next game, I didn't actually see the full clip, but I think he's got in a fight. He's tore the guy's helmet off. He's literally just picked it up on the way off the ice, just took it in the penalty box and fucking ripped it apart. Like, so petulant.
I didn't know about the fine.
Yeah,
he got.
It was like a $5,000
for that.
Something like that's nothing, is it?
It's fuck all to him, but still.
Yeah.
You know, fucking. I mean, the helmet's hardly worth $5,000.
Yeah.
I suppose it's for unsportsmanlike conduct, but come on, it's fucking funny. At least he didn't try to take his skate off and stab someone.
Yeah. I'm the first guy to ever do that. I've got a few other things here as well. San Jose have won 2 games this week. They scare me, and I'll tell you why.
Go on.
I have this fucking weird nostalgia for when City was shit.
Okay.
So I can feel the pull.
Okay.
You know, like, I can feel the pull of that misery. Like, should I support them?
I can see you in teal.
Yeah, I like the colour.
Yeah, I think you'd be all right. And the Sharks logo is pretty badass.
Yeah,
it's probably up there with like the most badass logos in hockey.
But they've consistently been like the worst team.
Yeah, over the last couple of years. Yeah. I'd completely forgot this, but they actually made it to a final. I think it was like in 2016 against Pittsburgh.
Right. That's not that long ago. Like,
no, not really, because it's just kind of like, I mean, they had like Joe Thornton. God, I can't remember who was on the team before that, but like, yeah, since I got fully back into it, they've just been fucking...
Did you have a bit of a sabbatical then? Like...
Yeah, I mean, I always kept my eye, on the league, but I wasn't watching as much.
Yeah.
It was more or less when I was working in the gyms, just because I was working crazy hours. I had to like bow out a little bit for a few seasons. But yeah, I've always kept my eye on, what was going on.
Yeah.
But knowing that you wanted to get back into it, it's kind of...
Well, it's not
that's been the pull.
Into it in the first place. But yeah. A little bit of news closer to home. Have you kept up with like Manchester Storm and that?
No.
Did you see what happened midweek?
No.
They had to call a game off after the second period because the ice started melting.
Really?
And they didn't have the facilities to sort it out.
That arena is shit.
that is the top level of British ice hockey.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like a fucking feeder league or whatever. I mean, top level British ice hockey is not fucking anything to rave about, but still, that's so bad.
If it happens to that team, like that second division team, Widnes, if it happened somewhere there, I'd have been like, yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah.
But Storm.
Yeah. The thing is, though, this is like, I know that this is going to have no kind of interest to anyone outside of Britain, or probably a Manchester, but like, Manchester is a big city. It is the top level of ice hockey. You know, not one of the best teams. So they're doing all right at the moment.
Why? What's the record at the minute?
I think they're like third in the league. I don't know.
Really?
They're doing fairly well by their standards, but like they share the ice with, like, you know, at kids' parties. So apparently some guy put on as well that the day after, they didn't cancel the open skate session or some kid's birthday party, and everyone like left after 10 minutes because he literally was just unskateable.
Right.
So like it's Planet Ice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
well, I think it was Silver Blades before that, wasn't it?
Like
one of those
but,
chain
they
ice rinks across the UK.
They need to, like, I suppose you can't really go it alone and say, right, we want our own purpose-built stadium. We want to do this. Until you've got that fan base.
I think it'd bring more eyes to the sport, definitely. Yeah. But if you look at, I mean, the struggle selling out that arena.
Yeah, and it's not. They did sell out last week, one match, and that's first time I've seen
some matches, and the atmosphere there is great. Like, all the moshes are just going crazy. Yeah. Like, you know, there's goths for everyone.
Yeah. Monsters in the air.
Goths for days, but there's only so many goths in the area that you can get down.
Are you a goth? You right, guys? Get yourself down to Manchester Storm.
No, it's you can't do a complete demo job on the ice rink, because at the end of the day, it's rented. The team rents it from Planet Ice. But location wise, if they did go, where would you?
They need to go somewhere nearer the centre. Like, well, they used to. When it was sort of like the 90s, 2000, because they kind of collapsed, and then the sort of brought the team back again.
Yeah, well, it was the change to Manchester Phoenix, and then
that was it. Yeah,
that was.
They did used to play at the arena, the AO Arena, and that. But I suppose they're not gonna.
No, there's no way, because there's no way they're gonna give that to the Storm for like a weekend fixture when they could be hosting, like fucking Taylor Swift or something.
No,
something crazy.
Yeah,
like
they're not gonna get the numbers, are they? But
I just don't think they've got the infrastructure to really branch out. They're in that kind of tight spot where they can probably just about enough pay the players,
right?
Where it's probably the last thing on the mind. Right. But I think they are Canadian owned.
It wouldn't surprise me. I think most of the league is like it's mostly Canadians, isn't it? It's mostly like NHL like people who are on the books of NHL teams and farmed out for a bit.
Because even if you go into the team store, like the person who like sells like the sticks, like he's Canadian,
right?
So it's kind of maybe he's like part of the family or something like that. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Will be. Yeah, I'll have to actually do some digging into that.
Yeah, but anyway, should we get back to the NHL?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not going to look into that.
Another thing I saw was Ovechkin. Is that he's on 899 goals? So he's going to be the first player to get to 900, and he's been shut out the past 2 games in a row. Like the whole team's been shut out.
Who against?
I'm not sure, but it was I think they've lost like 1-0 the past 2 games.
Yeah,
so
was it?
It's just
they were against Dallas last night. Was that the game that was going on consecutively with this game toward the end?
Yeah, because this is because the game the Flyers won the shootout. Mm-hmm. While that was going on, I don't know if this is the same for the whole broadcast, but watching on DAZN or in the UK, it went to split screen, didn't it? So like,
it was.
I don't get it. It's like, because you can watch that game anyway, can't you? You've got a choice of every game, so it made it a bit fucking annoying.
It was an ESPN broadcast, but I think that many states are going to be getting that same broadcast around America. I suppose they had to do it so they don't start getting complaints.
I know, but you think the ESPN do have multiple channels. It's But I suppose it was Frozen Frenzy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All 32 all 32 teams.
I was thinking we should have just done like an all-nighter. Got the Red Bull out and just gone to town on.
I was up half the night with my 8-month-old daughter, and so I probably could have done. I've probably seen a few different games, but should we talk about the match then?
Let's go.
Let me hear your thoughts first.
My thoughts. The wrong team won.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I do think the wrong team won. Although Pittsburgh seemed to just be asleep the whole of the second period. I do have a bit of a bias. Obviously, I've mentioned Sidney Crosby like a couple of times on the podcast, and Turncoat Tockett, the coach for the Flyers.
He was a Penguins player. Or
he's Penguins alum.
He's
won the Stanley Cup as a player and as like an assistant coach with the Pens. But more recently, he did 2 seasons coaching Vancouver.
Okay.
And then that was a little bit of a hasty exit.
Yeah.
It seemed like he'd got offered the job in Philly and then he just jumped.
Did he do quite a good job at Vancouver? Or were you kind of
first season was amazing. Yeah. We were playing well above average.
So it's not that you were bitter because he really fucked everything up.
No, I'm just bitter. It's the worst kind of bitter. It gives you a little taste of success and then he takes it to another team. But I suppose, he's played that much in Pennsylvania, I guess, family roots, things like that are there. So he probably wanted to accept the job. But no, first season with the Canucks was amazing. And then the second, we just had a ton of just issues, like our own players were fighting during practice and things like that. So I think he just,
he saw a way.
Yeah,
and to go to his hometown.
He saw the iceberg and jump ship.
Yeah. See, I actually put down. I thought it was quite an equal match, but the Flyers deserved to win.
Okay.
I just thought, like you said, the Penguins just kind of looked like they weren't quite as intense. The Flyers just looked like they wanted it a bit more.
Yeah. They were more consistent.
I'd say, throughout the whole match. This one, I found this game as well, especially the first period. It wasn't as the previous games we've watched. There's always kind of been one team like high pressing, really. Both of them seem to be quite backed off from each other, which I was surprised because obviously, like I said, it's a big rivalry game. But I don't know if they were just kind of seeing each other out first, like getting a feel for it.
Yeah, I felt. I don't know about you. I felt a little let down through at least 2 periods of the game, just because there was no fights. They didn't seem like there was that intensity. This is a rivalry. It wasn't
until the very last.
It was even overtime? It was after overtime. It ended. That's when the melee broke out. But it's kind of it was like an East Coast versus a West Coast team. Like there was just I wouldn't even call it respect. There was just a can't be arsedness about it. Yeah. Like they were just playing the game, which is funny because between intermissions they were showing video packages of historic games between them. Where blood was flying.
I watched an NHL Rivals documentary about these two.
Was that on DAZN?
No, it was on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I was just doing a bit of background work and that. But I love a fucking documentary like that. I watch a sports documentary about anything. I love the Tour de France one. No interest in cycling, but you put that dramatic soundtrack to it, and it's just. But
anything can be magic.
I can't even remember what my point was now, but it showed the rivalry, like this, how the Flyers were so dominant for so long, and then Pittsburgh never really had a better team. Would you say they kind of had these 2 individuals? It was like Mario Lemieux, and then
Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
This is my first fucking season watching any high saucy, so I've got no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you asked me last week. You said something like, who's historically a better team? And I told you the Penguins, which is, it is kind of true because over the last 15 years, you'd probably say, the Penguins, but historically, no, the Flyers, they are a dynasty in themselves.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh are.
Because they were both, they both founded the same year, weren't they? They came into the league the same year. They were, the that was the first thing he said on this documentary. Was like in the 60s at some point, the first expansion after it became the NHL.
Right.
It's like, say, 1963. Both of those teams started at the same time. So it was literally a ready-baked rivalry.
All right, dropping news on me there. I have no idea.
That's one episode. You wouldn't know that, but like...
maybe I'll have to check that out. That's the second documentary you've watched on...
oh, mate, I love a fucking documentary. Like, that's how I learn anything. Like, anything about ice hockey now is just, I'll YouTube it first. And if nothing comes out, I'll read the Wikipedia. So 1-0 to the Penguins after the... the first period ended up 1-1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So two names I really enjoyed. Bobby Brink. Brian Rust.
Yeah.
Have you heard two names that just do not sound like athletes at all?
No,
they just sound
really.
like old British comedians.
Bobby,
so like,
I don't know, Bobby Brink. I mean, you could put
Bobby Brink. He sounds like, but Brink and Rust, there will be a double act from the 1970s. Brink will be the family-friendly comedian. Rust will be like, two black fellas walk into a pub. You're one of them.
He sounds like he's like probably connected to like the Philadelphia Mafia, somewhat. Bobby Brink.
Yeah.
Like Tony Soprano. Like, let me give Bobby Brink a call. Give me some gabagool.
So and like I said, that the first period, probably the second one as well. Really, it wasn't boring, but it definitely didn't have that intensity.
There wasn't a spark that was needed. Yeah. Which I was.
Do you think Sidney Crosby was quite quiet, or do you think he was just played out of the game? Or
I don't know. I think you have to give. I mean, he's got 8 goals in the last 8 games.
Like
so, he's definitely not quiet. And he did get on the board again in this game.
Yeah. The boos he gets, that's the first time I can actually hear it over the the noise on the ring.
I was waiting for you to mention that. Yeah. Let's say. But the noise in that arena, like even after they scored, was like, it was hard to dislike them. With the Flyers, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the orange. I say that as we've got like an orange rookie season logo.
And black. And I mean, it's kind of like the wings on that. Like,
but I figured like this is like orange, and you can kind of argue that it's navy blue, which is a little bit like the New York Islanders.
That might just be this TV. But
all right, well, I'm taking that. Right. I don't know what it is with the Flyers. Just they've had some disastrous like kits over the years, and remember when Chris went to Philadelphia, like a couple of years back?
This is our mate Chris.
This is Cold Cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So when he went to Philadelphia, and I remember saying to him, like, God, I dreaded when I was a kid that I was going to get drafted to, like, Philadelphia. Just because I fucking hated the kid.
Really? Yeah.
But, I mean, in hindsight, I was shit. So there's no way I was going to actually make the league.
You didn't have the makings of a varsity athlete. Yeah.
They also had no intention of drafting me.
No, Philadelphia. I mean, I've never been to Philadelphia, but it seemed like quite a cool place. I mean, I'm basing it on Rocky. And,
I don't know, isn't it? It's got like the highest death rate. It's called It's called Philadelphia.
What, as in death from
violent crimes?
Right, okay.
I think that was number one. Someone might have overtaken that.
Right, okay.
I mean, there's a lot of choice.
I was going to say, take your pick. Well,
sorry, North American fans.
Yeah. Not Canadians, though. I'm sure.
No, you guys are cool.
You guys
are very friendly.
So I'd say second period. So this is the Flyers took the lead. So connect. That was quite a long range shot, wasn't it? It was like just from the outside, top corner, really nicely placed. And I'd say they kind of took a hold of the game from there. Mm-hmm. I've got no, hang on, that was in the third period. I'm getting mixed up, but there was quite a few penalties though. Quite a lot of
there was.
I've wrote that. The Flyers seem to really do well against the power play.
Yeah,
I don't know why do you think that is?
I don't know. I'm just going to seem like such a hater with this. Their penalty kill is quite high. And do you know what? Maybe I'm full of shit saying this because I think they'd killed like 13 straight power plays at that point.
This is the Flyers?
Yeah, I just don't think Penguins looked that great even on the power play. They were struggling to hold it, in their zone. But no, they did do a great job. I'll give them that.
Yeah, it's to the point where they almost look better on against the power play than they did in normal time.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Yeah, I just kind of maybe it's that our back's against the walls now. It just takes it to the next level. But
one thing that we missed on the Konechny goal, he joined the 200 club.
200 goals.
Yeah. That was a huge milestone.
Is he a one club man, or is that across the whole?
I think I'm pretty sure Konechny's been with Philadelphia like the whole time.
Right.
I actually expected that he would have had more goals than that because he's just a name that's kind of like synonymous with the Flyers.
Yeah.
But now I'm happy for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
He's beaming. Third period. Yeah, this is where kind of Penguins kind of really fought back, but didn't have much of, to show for it. They were in the Flyers zone. Fair enough, it was like I think the fourth line was out at the time. They were in their zone for 2 minutes straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like no stoppages, no like back and forth. 2 minutes straight, nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
So they were just missing that kind of killer instinct. I know Crosby eventually equalised it, but even that was a bit of luck, wasn't it? He was kind of behind it. He levered it from behind the net, hit with a Flyers player, and then kind of hit the goaltender and just rolled in.
Well, my notes are Crosby's hockey IQ is unmatched. Yeah. So you could. I actually don't think it was luck. I think he sees plays 4 moves down the.
True. So he might think, well, chances are this isn't going to do anything, but he's been
there. He's done it.
This
went in this this time. Yeah. So and there was no other options. So he.
This is what I feel like Erling Haaland's like in terms. I'm not saying he the most skillful. He just has that sense where that ball's going to end up, and he's there. So like people will call him a tapping merchant or like one-dimensional, but I suppose when you've just, I don't think you can teach it. Like, obviously, I can't comment on Sidney Crosby, but I imagine to consistently play at the level he has to just have that sense of some like I can see, like you said, he sees plays others don't.
Yeah. But how many minutes in are we?
We've been 22
minutes, and we've only just started talking about football.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right,
I was waiting.
Yeah, well, we did a few minutes on Manchester ice hockey, so
it's due.
So it's almost as bad.
Oh,
right,
that's fair.
Yeah, so third period, Crosby equalised. Was that quite late on in the game? Wasn't it?
I think there was. I think that was like. Was it about 7 minutes into the third? So this is the thing, because I think the Pens controlled the third period.
Well, yeah, they did. Like I said, they were in the Flyers zone for 2 minutes straight uninterrupted.
Yeah, and that's where I really judged the game by the first period. You'd say 50-50. I would anyway. Mm-hmm. Second period, you give it to the Flyers. Third, the Pens. So I just think, if you think that the Flyers were the more dominant team, it's just because of the second period where the Pens were like just completely switched off. But no, it was a good game. It was tightly contested as well. Yeah. I mean, clearly, it went to shootout.
Yeah. So overtime, there's a lot of shit I need explaining to me here, because I don't know, it wasn't at the end of overtime. Yeah, it was actually. It was. We'll get to the shootout in a bit.
Are you going to say...
the Penguins score in overtime. Yes. That gets disallowed because they went a bit too early on the substitution.
Premature ejaculation.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
Freudian slip.
Premature substitution.
Agree with the call? Because I don't really get why...
It shouldn't matter.
Either have the rule as... You are not allowed to step on that ice until that goaltender is off the ice, and then it's clinical. There's a line in the sand there. You're too early, or you're fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of over that way. And has he interrupted with play yet? Or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But how did you feel?
I think that that's the first time I've actually seen that myself. I think you could have just gave it them because Shilovs was out of the net. You know, if the play had have... Well, do you know what? That's completely ridiculous. Anyway, the whistle would have gone.
Yeah.
So, so there was no way that,
the whistle would have gone as
soon as the Flyers had touched the puck.
Because it was a delayed penalty, wasn't it?
The whistle would have gone. Right. So there was no way that the puck was going to end up all the way back where Shilovs would have gone back, and then it would have been too many men. I think they really botched that call.
Yeah.
To be honest. But, they reviewed it and then they stood by it. So, it's up to them to do that. But it was a shame. It was a shame for him. But it was, there was a lot going on in this 5 minutes.
The whole kind of drama came in just in overtime, basically. Flyers then score.
Mm-hmm.
Offside.
Yeah.
Did you see it? It was kind of puck went across, but it hadn't gone fully across. So, if that had fully crossed the line, because he dragged it back as well to try and buy himself a bit of time. If he had put that puck fully over the line before he dragged it back, would that have been fine? Or
maybe
again,
because
are they moving at such a speed? It's just impossible.
I think
to kind of
all three players were crossing the blue at the same time, though, weren't they?
They were very, very.
So
close,
that was the issue. I think it was going to get called regardless, just because it's not just him that matters; it's his teammates who are going across as well.
Yeah. Remind me again. The puck, as long as the puck goes first. Does the puck carrier then have to be the first over?
No, not at all. As long as that
puck's there first, any of the players can go into that zone. Right. So it was close. It was on a it was close margin. So then big fight at the end.
Yeah.
So that was between overtime and
the shootout.
The shootout, wasn't it?
So they had no right
it
of
looked
getting
so
into
fucking funny that did you see how he started?
Yeah.
Just thought it was a little snide tap on the back of his face. I love shit like that.
Beck came in as soon as she actually watched the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
She was just laughing while the whole fight was going on. Zegras, man, what a little prick he is. He's mushing him on the ground, wasn't he? Getting his helmet off.
Yeah.
And then it just turned way
and
worse.
Then but even before they were on the ground though, is that what he started?
Yeah, and then it ended
on
up
the
on
way
the ground.
Off, he kind of just stuck his stick around his legs and that. But
shithousery.
So the shootout. This is the first game I've seen with a shootout. Again, it's not much to say on the shootout. It's like any shootout in any sport, isn't it? It's just going to be a chance. The only the Penguins player who missed the final shot, the commentators were saying he was playing in the American League last week or 10 days ago or something like that. Now the American, is that the AHL, the kind of feeder league, right?
Yeah. So I think. Sorry, was that for the Flyers or the Penguins?
That was the Penguins. The Penguins player who missed the finals.
So it would have been for the Wilkes-Barre Penguins. That's their affiliate team.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have seen them in The Office.
So, in the what?
The Office. Have you watched The Office?
I have watched
US
The
one?
Office, yeah.
You know, where Michael
Years
takes
ago.
everyone to the ice rink, for his birthday.
Oh, right.
And then that's Wilkes-Barre's.
Oh, is it?
Actual, yeah, and Dwight gets him that jersey.
Right.
And he's like, oh, cool. He turns it around, he says, from Dwight, #1. Classic. They actually sell that on their website. On the Penguins website. Yeah, that is pretty sick.
So Flyers win. But back to the AHL though. So they can just kind of get called up mid-season? Can he be sent back?
You can get called up without playing a game and then get sent back down. Yeah,
you can come up for one game.
Yeah,
I suppose it's like a reserve.
Yeah, it creates anarchy in the AHL because then they've got because if you have a line that's working for you, and then the Pittsburgh Penguins, if they get one of their players gets injured and then you call someone up, I mean, the player's more than happy because they have to get minutes in the NHL to be able to get noticed to,
of course,
eventually be called up for good.
this is another thing. It's slightly unrelated, but the Olympic year. It's Olympics.
It's next year.
Next year. So the NHL players are eligible for that now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, so it's because I was always under the impression it was like amateurs only.
Yeah.
Has that always been the case? Because
yeah, that's always been the case.
Right.
It's weird with some sports because, part of there's no allure for me with Olympics in general, just because you don't see like, if it's like wrestling, judo, jiu-jitsu, you don't see any of the big names of people that are fighting in like the UFC or anything like that.
That's what I mean. It's always been the case for sort of, like most things, isn't it? Most of the other sports, that's the whole ethos of the Olympics, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like,
that'll be good. I'm sure we'll be. Where is the Olympics? Actually?
Milan.
It's in Milan.
Yeah.
Oh, so there'll be like favourable times for.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, I was looking at tickets actually, and it was like to the men's quarterfinals because thought the finals going to be too expensive. It was like €450 for the cheapest ticket.
Fuck.
So like.
We'll be sponsored by them, mate.
Oh,
it'll be fine.
If the Olympics want to sponsor us, or Team USA, Team Canada, Team Finland, I'll cheer
Team
for
anyone. I don't give a shit.
Come on, Saudi.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah,
it's only a matter of time.
There will be Saudi ice hockey. It's going to happen. They'll play a match there at least.
Fuck, yeah. Can you fucking imagine? Saudi is the next powerhouse in
in ice hockey.
Fucked. Crazy.
Did you have any other thoughts before we move on to next week, or have you picked a match for next week yet?
Yeah, kind of. I was more just gonna relay it to you. I was going to give you the choice.
Okay. Good.
If we are looking at recording on the Tuesday, which just for next week, I think it will probably be a little bit favourable. There's 2 matches that we'd be looking at.
Go on.
So it'll either be the Edmonton Oilers versus the St. Louis Blues.
Okay.
Or we can go Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah.
Versus the Nashville Predators.
All right. We'll do Oilers next week, and then we'll do a Canucks match week after. I know they do have a player called Hyman.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Like,
Cousin Zach.
You text me like years ago, and you were asking me about Zach Hyman for some reason. It's like
shout out Cousin Zach.
Any relation?
Yeah,
brother Zach.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then the week. Sorry, no, it's and then the same week on the Sunday, it's Islanders versus Rangers on the date of it'd be R9-11.
Right.
Obviously over there it'd be 11-9.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's any coincidence that game's been put on.
Yeah, we can do that
on
game,
that date. So yeah, definitely. Because I mean, the season wouldn't have been on during September, so I think it's almost like a tribute night.
Okay.
So I definitely think we should be covering.
Yeah, good. So, do the Canucks have a rival? Like
Calgary.
Yeah. So when do they? Do you know that?
Well, we've already
because I do want to do a Canucks game because a Canucks game even because I know you'll just be bursting.
I didn't. I don't know. When I was looking at the schedule for this week, it wasn't too heavy on good matchups. There was just to get that correct. There are some great matchups in there, but it's also covering teams that we've already covered at least once.
Yeah.
And seeing as we're not even at the 5-6 episode mark yet, so if we start covering the same team, it's maybe a little bit early. So I'm just trying to give you a bit more of like a broader
that's fine. That's
spectrum of the teams.
I want to see a Canucks game because obviously it's your team. I want to see an Oilers game for Cousin Zach. And
well, we've not watched a Canadian team yet, have we? They've all been American teams.
No, we haven't. We haven't actually. Yeah. So that'll be something different. I haven't. The Devils as well. I do want to say because they're doing so well at the moment. Is that a bit of a surprise package? Are they?
I knew they were going to be able to. I knew they were going to be able to score. The only thing was, I just didn't think they'd be able to keep the puck out of the back of their own net.
Yeah.
But if you look at some of their scores, we're just going to outscore you.
I haven't actually watched any of their games yet or any of their. I've literally just been following the scores and that, and just every week they're putting up like big scores.
Yeah,
like
I had not kept an eye on them. The only tell that I really had that the Devils were doing well is because Rick's not cancelled his membership yet.
Right, okay. Ricky's our mate who's the only other guy I know who likes ice hockey.
He's a hockey fan.
Yeah.
He's a massive Devils fan.
Yeah.
But
until they start.
Until they have a dip and he's like,
I'll see you next October.
That's pretty much how it goes. But no, he's loving it at the minute. I think the record's like 8-2. I think they were like 8-1, but I think they dropped a game to like the Avalanche last night. Was it like 8-4 or something like that?
Yeah.
Some
it does ring a bell.
Score, but then I was like, oh shit, we should have covered that one. But
we've done it. We have done the Avalanche.
No, we've not done Avalanche or Devils.
Who did we do? We did the Hurricanes versus
Vegas.
That was Vegas, wasn't it? Right. I don't know why I always mix up the Hurricanes and the.
Oh, you did. You said Colorado Hurricanes. Yeah. So Colorado Avalanche, Carolina Hurricanes.
Why do Colorado? Hang on, I'm doing it again. Colorado Avalanche and Colorado and Carolina. That's what I'm getting mixed up with. Yeah.
I mean, they're a little bit different.
Very different places.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been to South Carolina.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Why?
I have Charleston.
Why?
On our honeymoon, we did a cruise around.
It's like
in
the middle of.
It was actually my favourite place on that whole South Carolina. It is. I just had to Google it.
Is that the proper redneck place?
No, not like. I mean, it's very like. It's proper like clean, really nice town.
Really?
Like the buildings are like old, but old by American standards.
Yeah,
obviously, like. But it was just a really nice place. Like everyone was proper sound there. Now, because obviously, like we'd been to New York before that, and it's just a very different vibe. But yeah, no, that was my favorite place on the whole.
I can just imagine if you could just get lost in Carolina, and then before you know it, like some guys like, "Boy, you got a pretty fucking mouth."
We don't take kindly to your kind on ya.
Was that film? Where he's playing like the fucking banjo and shit. Deliverance.
I was going to say Severance. Yeah, Deliverance, yeah.
Yeah. That's just why I imagine Carolina.
No, maybe out in the sticks, but we didn't.
Yeah, you didn't venture that far.
No, actually, we did a tour, and it was. I mean, we're going well off fucking topic now, but we did a tour of this like plantation. So like it was a former slave plantation, and Ryan Reynolds and. His wife, Blake
Lively.
They got married there
on the plantation.
Yeah, on the plantation, because I think they got a load of fucking shit for it.
Man, he must have some history in his blood, man.
He's Canadian, isn't he? Right.
He is Canadian. Yeah.
So maybe that's a bit of a cop out.
That's fucking mental. Is it like a beautiful place?
Oh yeah, like it's just like a big manor house now with like the ground and gardens.
See, that's
and stuff.
all right,
but the old slave quarters, they're still all there. Like the buildings are still there because it's like a historical landmark now, isn't it?
And they'll make money off the tourism.
Exactly, that's all it is now. It's just weddings in the summer, and then
so they're making money off the back of that. As
off the back of their hard labour, which
let's leave it there.
Fair play.
Let's leave it there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Any other?
No, not really.
Things about this game in particular?
No, I mean, I really wanted Jersey Mike's. Did you see the advert for that?
Are they sandwiches?
Yeah, it's like the Subway place. I had Danny DeVito.
Oh, didn't
like
I
a muscle suit.
I kind of wind on all the...
Yeah, I do, and then I stopped, and I was like, damn, I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah.
It just looked good. No, honestly, like... Going through my notes, did you see the thing about Ben Kindle? He was one of the players.
That 18-year-old.
18-year-old.
Yeah.
And he was playing a power play with Sidney Crosby.
This is what I was going to ask you as well, Ted, because I said at the start of every episode we kind of do a little bit of a lesson on the rules or the game. And I thought I didn't really have anything in mind this week because there was so much to get through. I thought, because this applies to Matthew Schaefer, who I called Spencer Schaefer on episode 1.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Matthew Schaefer, because he's 18 as well. He's at
the Islanders.
I was always under the impression with the draft system, you had to complete college first. Or is that just not the case? Because I don't understand how.
I don't know the hard and fast rule on that.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I do think they have to. I mean, because isn't that the same with like the NBA, the NFL?
It was always the same
these
with
D1 programs.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. And then obviously they get entered into draft, but
I mean, did he not?
Well, I just don't
get out
know
of
how
high
you
school.
Yeah, he might have got out of high school, but I just don't get how you could have finished college at 18.
Oh, well, yeah, well, I mean, I don't think you have to.
Can you do
finish.
1 year? Can you just
maybe
do 1
if
year?
your grades are there? I don't
yeah.
know. Well, I don't know. I can't imagine. I think there's loopholes. They'll find ways of getting you into the league because, I mean, if it was the next, Wayne Gretzky or something like that, they're not going to be like, no.
And obviously, that system wouldn't apply because we don't have that structure for the European players.
Yeah.
So they will
sign, exactly.
They'll sign professional contracts from like, 14, 15.
I mean, if they're from like fucking Latvia or something like that, you'll probably lie about your age as well.
Yeah.
So, but no.
Because I was looking it up today, like what the draft system is, and they watched these videos explaining it, and like the draft lottery, and have you seen that?
Well, I just wouldn't pay too much mind to it because the fix is in when it comes to what teams actually get it. I do think some palms are greased.
Really?
Yeah, and it's teams that want to be high, so the shitter you play, the more, if you're in the middle, if you're approaching a rebuild, then, But
that isn't that why they brought the lottery in? Because obviously it used to be the case where, this is all relayed knowledge from a video I watched today, so I might not have taken it all in. The shitter you are, it used to be the shitter you were, the higher
higher you'd go in the draft.
But then they would get teams who would kind of see that they've got no chance of making the playoffs and just start deliberately tanking.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's pretty much unsportsmanlike. So they brought this lottery in. But the explanation, it was like, the 16 teams who don't qualify for the Stanley Cup, they're eligible, but you can only move up. You can't move up more than 10 places. So actually, only the first to 11 teams are eligible for the first, second, or third. Watch the video. Just search it on YouTube because I can't fucking explain it. But it seems to work. But
it's a kick in the balls as well, though, because some of these teams, like, they trade draft picks.
Yeah.
So say what are we now, 2025? So if I traded you our first round draft pick for 2029, by the time 2029 rolls around, you're thinking, oh my God. Like, if your team's underperforming.
So you're not just trading draft picks for players. You are literally
it can be
trading...
whatever. If I wanted to trade for one of your players, I could throw you a 2029 first round draft pick, 2026 fourth round draft pick, and one of my defensemen for one of your players. Yeah. So as long as the salary cap hits, it's...
What would be the benefit of delaying your draft pick to 2029, getting the extra one then, right? Are you just hoping that? Because it's a bit of a lottery in and of itself, isn't it? I suppose, because you might have a really good crop that year.
But that's what I'm saying. Not, so if I'm saying to you, I would trade you a first round draft pick.
A first round draft pick this year,
round.
Right. Okay.
So that doesn't mean I'm picking first overall in the draft. It'd be first round. You might pick 11th, but by the time Columbus's draft pick rolls around, they'd already traded that to Edmonton. So Edmonton would then make the pick. So there you go. There's your knowledge for the day.
Today.
But no, honestly, shout out Ben Kindle, because it said that he wasn't even born when Sidney Crosby broke into the league.
I remember him saying that now.
I was like, shit, man. I mean, Crosby's
what I do in my life.
I think Crosby's your age.
Is he? Yeah. I thought he was. No, I'm thinking of
just a couple of years older than me.
Yeah.
But it's like, and similarly at that age, I'd already worked at McDonald's.
And to finish, I posed a question online actually to the NHL UK fans group, asking. So what are some weird reasons why you ended up supporting the team you do?
Okay.
So remind me, you had supported Vancouver because
Mallrats.
Was it Mallrats? I thought it was a video game. then you play...
the two coincided with each other, yeah.
So I asked sort of like, what are some of the odds? It's not just because obviously, my dad's from New York, so I support the Rangers or whatever. Anything a bit obscure or weird or mundane, or I was expecting like a big variety of answers.
Okay.
Nearly everyone says the NHL games.
Yeah.
I don't get how were they so popular.
Man,
like,
they were huge.
They seem to have one. Like, do you know, actually, if you wait there, because I was digging at. There we go. Yeah, double header. So I don't know how I even ended up with that.
This is ringing.
I had no interest in
I think I had this.
American football or hockey, but somehow I ended up with the game, and that seems to be the one everyone ended up with.
Man, this is crazy. This is so nostalgic.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'd love to. I want to find. I don't have my Mega Drive anymore. I'll be able to get an emulator and try and get it.
Yeah,
see some of the
try,
old,
man.
Some of the old players.
Maybe we could. Maybe we could stream it or something.
Yeah,
but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
like, from the games. Because by the time I'd met, like, so obviously you know Danny, don't you? Rick. Yeah. So he was the one who introduced me to Rick, because me and Danny would talk about hockey because he liked Toronto, and then he'd be and then he was like, oh, Rick likes hockey as well, and then all of us just, and it's mad like how you find 3 people in high school in the UK that actually like ice hockey.
I don't know anyone. No, I know Mike from school who you were on the team with. Weirdly enough, I like that. Was it's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah, I will tell the story on at some point on his sad departure from the league.
Dear, yeah.
But do you know why Rick supports New Jersey? Can you guess?
Is he going to be something perverted?
No.
Is it something we're allowed to publish?
No, just because United, Red Devils.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
That's it. Yeah. But yeah, so loads of people replied, but like I said, so many were like the NHL. Russ Jericho. If that's a real name, that's a sick name. That's a real name. He's the only one who kind of. This is a UK fan page.
Oh, right, okay.
He's put the Edmonton Oilers because everything I loved in life as a little boy led back to Edmonton. Back to the Future co-lead Michael J. Fox was born there. They won the Stanley Cup the year I was born, 1985. But I didn't choose the Oilers. The Oilers chose me. He also put,
like that.
One of my favourite pro wrestlers, Chris Benoit, was built from there.
Fucking hell.
He did put in brackets. Yes, I know. Like,
shit! I thought it was just going to be satire.
No. He did. But yeah,
Chris Benoit's theme tune literally just went through my head.
A lot of them sit like just the Mega Drive. So I don't know how that ended up so like.
How many comments did you get on it?
Oh god, like 32.
Fucking hell. I want to see them. You screenshot them in a bit and send them over
I'll send you the post. But yeah, well, thank you for everyone who's replied anyway. But like,
for sure.
Yeah. I was expecting like a big range of answers, like something really weird and obscure. But
what teams were popping up more than others?
It was quite a big variety. Most of them, a few Canucks. There was one. I need to find one. There's someone who commented about they didn't want to support they wanted a unmarketable, unfashionable team, and that's why they ended up. So I can't remember who it was now, but here we go. Yeah, James Phillips followed the Canes since that's the Hurricanes.
Thank you. The Colorado.
The Colorado Hurricanes, yeah. Followed the Canes since 2016. No particular reason beyond being a small market, irrelevant and unfancy team who had a few fun Finnish guys on their team. I enjoyed my time with him on NHL 17 GM mode as well. So it all comes back to the video games.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No,
do you play the NHL?
Not so much now, just because
life.
No, it's not even that. I just get so fucking bent out of shape if like I lost.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. Like nothing drives me more crazy than NHL.
Yeah.
It's like because me and Rick, like we owned all of the games, and like we used to play on like GM mode, and we'd play on like the highest difficulty, and like you'd win like 70-80% of your games.
Oh really? Like even on the highest?
Yeah.
I did. I don't know if you brought it round once or something. I have played on it before, and I just couldn't fucking for the life.
Now it's modern gaming. Now the
it's
AI
like Madden
is just
as well.
cheating.
Madden is
yeah.
If you get good at it, it takes a long time to get good at it. Whereas I feel like back in the day with the old FIFA games or whatever, you could just a day or two you kind of get in the swing.
But we had all the time in the world.
This is a whole
though.
different podcast. Though.
So if we're talking like 2007, something like that, I mean, we would have been in college, right?
2007. Yeah, I'd just finished.
So, you've had all the time to actually invest and get good at these games. But now, like, when you shit, like, you're just old as shit. I just get pissed off about it. Like,
Anyway, thank you again to everyone who commented. I'll think of other little fun things like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Because it's nice to get your opinions, especially sort of because the majority are UK fans, so they'll have a more similar story to you or me or how they got into it.
Yeah,
should we leave it there?
Let's do it.
Anything else to add?
Nothing.
So next week, remind me of the game.
Yeah, we'll join you for the Oilers and Blues.
Thank you very much. See you again.
Later.
Bye-bye.